Gates Adams here on behalf of Apex Trader Funding, and I am here back with Jim. Jim, we got a chance to chat a few months ago, and kind of connected one of the earlier parts of your journey here. A few months later, here we are after the first of the year. What's been going on with you in the world of trading?
Man, I've just been getting more consistent and I've had several payouts actually from Apex, which has been super cool and got my first profitable year in the books
Congratulations.
overall, which has been killer. I'm looking forward to a better than that 2024.
Awesome.
Been more consistent, got a good strategy, my discipline's been a little bit better. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, you've been trading for about how long now?
3 years. I started kind of end of COVID.
Okay.
I really I started doing options early 2021 and switched to futures in 2023. And actually found out about prop firms and Apex specifically beginning of last year, and got funded within a month or two.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Excellent.
really good.
Excellent. So, what's changed? Has your strategy evolved over the course of these last couple of years, or have you evolved over the last couple of years?
Oh man, well, both for sure. The strategy's gotten a little bit simpler.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trading basically the same entry strategy that I came up with a couple of years ago. Just a little reversal strategy that I trade, just scalping, and I've taken elements out of that. I did the whole ICT thing for
Mm-hmm.
I still use that for my higher time frame analysis and just kind of looking at where things are probably going to go. But I wouldn't say I'm an ICT trader. I'm just trading my really dumb, really simple system.
Which apparently is working, not just working, but working consistently, which I think is the whole point of this entire process.
Mhm.
So I got to ask you, and I know you and I just chatted about this, but you've got the apron on, and so I want to ask you a little bit about that and what's changed in that part of your world in the last few months since we spoke.
Yeah, I've been a luthier, which is a guitar repairman, for as a part of my income aside from performing for years and years and years, like 20 years. And this year in January, I opened my own shop. I'm a solo, self-employed repairer, which is how most of the really legit people in this industry do it. Is they don't. I was working for a retailer,
Mm-hmm.
which had a lot of business, but kind of poor pay and just not the best situation for trying to really make a living doing it. So opened my own spot, and fortunately, all of my customers have really jumped on it. They're loving it that they get the one-on-one with me, and I have a nice quiet place to work and also trade while I'm working.
Well, that's awesome. And the reason I bring this up because I don't think it's a coincidence that you start to see some consistency in your trading and then you take the jump and move into owning your own business. How has that consistency in trading and that income helped you make this jump?
Man, it really helped just to have so build up the padding.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one thing I was like, okay, I don't want to get started until I have a solid 3 to 6 months of my own income saved
Mm-hmm.
before I make that jump. So, worst case scenario, if I get started and I have a little slow time, then I'd be fine, which totally did not happen. I got absolutely slammed. Like the day I opened my shop, I had a backlog of 30.
Wow.
I mean, it was just instantly backlogged. But yeah, the trading, it works hand in hand. It's nice to have one. I have the skill now. I think that if anything happened, like if my business failed, if I think I could be a trader. I could
Right.
just trade. if I could fall back on those skills because I'm getting more and more consistent at it.
Right. Well, that's and I think that having been a business owner myself for most of my adult life, there is something in that confidence, knowing that you have multiple opportunities to really build that lifestyle. Gives you a little bit more confidence to take action on either or both. Now, I know we talked about the fact that having this business also takes a little bit of the pressure off the trading for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's the bigger part for me mentally
Mm-hmm.
is I get to keep my hands busy. So I keep my chart up and I'm watching, I'm waiting for my setup, but I'm not watching so closely that I'm going to get in the weeds and see stuff that's not there or
Sure.
ideally I'm not going to take anything that's not my setup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get FOMO or anything because I'll be like, well, I'm in the middle of this job right here, and I'm gonna be focusing on that,
Right.
waiting for my indication to make a move versus trying to force stuff. The days where I'm off and I'm not working, I tend to trade worse because I'm more focused.
Right. So we'll call it maybe a little bit of a positive distraction for you.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah, for
I
sure.
love
And
it.
it activates both sides of your brain, doing a lot of what I do is mechanical and
Mm-hmm.
spatial. It's not so much mental with
Mm-hmm.
the repair. So got the mental thing with the trading at the same time.
Got it.
That they really work together well. I would recommend to people don't quit your job too early. If you can find a way to do both, if you want to trade futures in pre-market, that's great. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to trade the Asia or London while you got your 9 to 5, great. Best to not overdo it.
Well, that's definitely one of the nice things about futures is you really have virtually all day to really be able to manage and trade. So it opens up an opportunity for a lot of people, schedule irrelevant. So that's definitely a nice factor of it. And we work with traders around the world who are operating at completely different and distinct times from one another. I did an interview yesterday, one in Peru and one in I want to say Hungary, but I don't think it was Hungary. No, it was Belgium. Anyway, yeah, because we were talking about the chocolates. And that's one of the things that I love about futures in particular is because you have that time flexibility that sure, you may have to adjust your strategy based on what time of day you're trading, but the fact that it's open and it's there is just such an advantage for a lot of people. So now that you've developed some consistency, you've got your own business going. Have you really set any plans yet for 2024? Any goals for you?
Yeah, yeah. The main thing I want to do is build up the amount of funding that I have
Mm-hmm.
over the course of the year. I'm gonna hopefully do that slowly and methodically.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you know,
Wisely.
I yeah, I'd really like to build that up,
Mm-hmm.
and that way I can, rather than sizing up, I'd like to maintain my same size and just have more accounts.
For
So
sure.
once I get comfortable with the copier, then maybe I could do that.
Fantastic, man. Well, I am so excited for you. I know that we had a chance to connect a few months ago and really start to see as things were just starting to take off a little bit. I'm so glad to see that things are continuing to move in the right direction for you. And of course, I'm so excited for you with the new business and everything else that you have going on in your life, which I know is pretty exciting in every way right now. So, congratulations once again on the continued success. We really hope to see a whole lot more from you. Keep it coming.
Thanks.
You got it, man. Well, I appreciate you taking some time with me today and look forward to catching up maybe in a few more months and see how things are going then.
There you go.
All right,
Let's do it.
let's do it. Thanks, Jim, man. We'll talk to you soon.